Hi, my Capricorn Moon, Sun, and Rising Sign friends. My name is LaChan with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your mid-February 2017 Love and Romance Lenormand Prediction and Oracle Guide reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to those who have thumbs up, liked my videos, for those who have shared my videos, and to all of my subscribers, my old subscribers, as well as my new subscribers. I truly appreciate the support from you from the bottom of my heart. And I know that I have been saying that a lot, but I will never stop being grateful. So be prepared to hear that from me a lot. I am doing private readings, so if you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. I'm also having a blast helping you all find your lost items. I just introduced this service and I think it's been going very, very well. So if you would like help locating a lost item, please use me as a resource and email me again at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com, and I would be happy to help you find your item or at least point you in the right direction. I am doing a drawing this month, and it ends on February 28th, in which one person will win a free reading with me. All the details are in the description box below, so please check those out when you are finished with this reading. I'm also doing Valentine's Day specials for readings and lost item location. All the details for that are in the description box below as well, so please check those out when you're finished with this reading. This reading is going to be for millions and millions of Cappies, so please check your Moon, Sun, and Rising Sign videos if these messages do not resonate with you. And if they do, please check these videos anyways, as they will give you a more complete picture of your ending portion of your February 2017. Okay, so let's get started. So Cappies, so what I did for these readings is I took 3 Lenormand cards in order to do a mini prediction for you. I did longer predictions in my February monthly videos for your love and romantic relationships, but for these I did mini Lenormand readings because I wanted to focus more on the oracle and the intuitive guidance that I have for you. So let's get started. So the first cards that I have here, the 3 Lenormand cards, are the Moon. And I made this deck, so as you can see, that's a Jack and Sally. So I have the Moon, the Lilies, and the House. And let's see, Moon, Lilies, and the House. And from what I can see here, it's interesting because these cards aren't necessarily, challenging cards. But I do see these 2 kings here from the Lily and the House are saying that there's going to be some strife coming up. I'm not sure how that will play in, but we can see. So the Lily's card is a card in the middle, and this card represents, it can represent sensuality, sexuality, wisdom, and male over the age of 30 who is very wise, caring, could be a fatherly type of person. And then we have here the Moon card, which deals with sensuality also, but it can deal with romance. So the Moon card would deal with romance and dates and moonlit rendezvous and candlelit dinners and things like that, romance in that sense. And then we have here the Home, which represents the home, comfort, where you're most comfortable, and the family. So putting these cards together, I would say that some of you may be experiencing a lot of very nice romantic evenings, romantic pursuits, and things like that with someone who is older, over the age of 30, which I know seems very general, but this is what I'm getting here. Or this also could represent an office. So for some of you, there could be a strengthening of a bond with someone who is older, an older male, behind closed doors, or it could be in an office, somewhere that is, small and comfortable for you. There can also be a lot of romance, nice dinners cooked at home. There can be a lot of romantic encounters and sensuality going at home, or some of you may be having nice dates, because this moon card can also represent a nice date. So you can also have nice dates behind closed doors. Or for some of you, this can also be saying that, because the moon card also deals with emotions. So for some of you, this can be saying that you may be feeling a lot of emotions about a older male behind closed doors. Or this can also be saying that you can also be having, because the moon is, also intuitive and things like that. So you can have intuitive insight about an older male at home. So that is something that's going to go on with some of you, not all of you. I know that is very general, but that is just the messages that I have here. And since it is general, I can't relate it to your individual situation, but that is something that some of you may experience. All right, so if you would like a longer Lenormand prediction, one that's more in detail, in depth, go ahead and email me, and I will be happy to do that for you as well. Some things that I can do with Lenormand predictions, which I believe I should tell everyone, is if you would like to know more about, if you're looking for a relationship, you want to know more about where you will meet the person that you will find yourself in a relationship with, or what needs to align internally in order to, align yourself with a relationship, or even when, go ahead and email me, and I would be happy to work with you on those things. So for the oracle messages that I have for you. So what I did here, I took out 3 cards, and I have the card for the overall energy, which is a card that came out on the bottom of the deck. And let me arrange these. Okay, so the card that I have that came out on the bottom is time for a nap, and it came out in the reverse. Okay, so this is the dark side of the card, time for a nap. And time for a nap, okay, so this resonates a 6, so it says harmony. So time for a nap speaks to in the upright, it can speak to a period of inaction, resting. And when this card is reversed, it's saying that some of you have been or are going through a situation, will be going through or have been going through a situation in which you feel as though you are trying very, very hard, putting in a lot of effort. For example, you could be putting in a lot of effort to find a romantic partner, or you may be putting a lot of effort into seeking a romantic relationship. Or if you're already in a romantic relationship, you could be putting forth a lot of effort in this relationship to keep it going, or to make it harmonious, because this card does speak to a 6 or something like that. So there's some of you that are working very, very hard in order to have a relationship, and it could be some type of like workaholism, even though it's finding relationships. If this were an actual job, it would be some type of workaholism that is going on here. And this is saying that this may be a good time to take a nap, put this card in the upright, and experience a period of non-action, a period of just resting and waiting and relaxing and allowing things to come to you. So, and I think that's a message that I just got, allowing things to come to you. And if we are always, this is a message I'm getting for some of you, not all of you. If we are constantly putting out our energy, draining our resources in order to find a relationship, we will not be our best selves when we get there. So although it is important for human beings to have, relationships and to relate with other people, it is also very important for us to take care of ourselves as well, take care of our mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health as well. Self-care is a message that I'm getting for some of you. Participate in self-care, do nice things for yourself. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed, because if you do allow yourself to get overwhelmed in finding a partner, when you do find this person, you may not be completely aligned. the process may be more difficult, things like that. Those are just the messages that I'm picking up. So you'll know if that resonates with you or if it doesn't. However, that is what this card stands for. So this is suggesting not working too hard, not doing everything for everyone, not feeling the need to save others, save relationships, relaxing, getting to know yourself, and withdrawing. Okay, so the next card that we have here is the Thinker card. Okay, let's see if you can see that. Okay, so this is a Thinker card, and this card, well, not quite. There you go. Okay, there we go. So this is a Thinker card. This card is number 44. So this is about power, authority, and control. And this card did come in the upright. So in the upright, this Thinker card speaks of strategy. Okay, so thinking, being strategic, being logical. Okay, because love is not logical. Love does not come from thought, it comes from the heart. However, for some of you, this is saying, though that may be true, recognize that when you are in a relationship with somebody, that you do have to have things in common with this person. So this is saying to follow, even though love is not logical, follow the logical path. Think logically about going into your relationship. So with a romantic partner, with a new romantic partner or a current romantic partner that you are getting to know, make sure that you have things in common. Make sure that you have things in common other than just your desire for one another, shared interests, okay, things to talk about, friendship, things like that. And spend some time, thinking about what it is that you want in your romantic relationships, what it is that you want for a partner. Be logical in the way you go about romantic relationships, whether you are single or involved, and those that you become involved with. And for those of you who are meeting new people at this time, or who have met someone new, or will be meeting somebody during the ending part of February, this card is saying to think logically about what other people say. So if someone is telling you something about them, take their word for it. Follow their word. Take their word for it. Okay, because people will tell you who they are if you listen to them. And this is not saying to this is very interesting the way this is going. This is saying to not glaze over things. This is not saying this, but this is a message that I'm getting. Refrain from glazing over things, okay? Because people will tell you who they are if you really listen. So if somebody's telling you things that don't quite sit right with you, pay attention to that. Pay attention to, the things that they're saying. Don't allow things to just glaze over and gloss over also. If someone tells you something that you're like, that may not be quite right, take that message and you notice that message and you pick that message out for a reason. So that may be something very important to pay attention to. A message that I'm getting for some of you is that, and I don't know how many this is for, but this is for some of you. I'm getting that you are the smartest one when it comes to choosing partners, discernment of partners. You are the smartest one when it comes to that. So even if someone seems that they are a certain way or appears a certain way, and this, I feel as though this goes a little bit of what I was saying somewhat, but this is a message that will resonate with some of you. If I'm going to back up. If you hear something that doesn't quite sit right with you, pay attention to it, because people will tell you who they are. This is not saying to go, what I'm not saying is to go in and make large things out of nothing. Somebody could say something to you and you may want to make a deal out of it, or you may not want to. This is what I'm saying. This is a contrast. Someone can say something and you may catch it and think that it says a whole, think that they're saying a whole slew of other things. That's not the case. But what I'm saying is you are your own best advocate. You know best. If something doesn't sit right with you, follow it. That is it. That's the message that I'm getting for some of you. However, do pay attention to who others are. Take them as they word. Take them at their word. And also, if there's someone that you are getting to know, someone who you are interested in, don't force the connection between you two. Really think about the connection logically. Don't force the connection between you two. We may want something if we're really interested in somebody. However, if it's not the one that's for us, it's not the one that's for us, because there are plenty of fish in the sea. However, be very, very logical about the way you go about your relationships and your partners. Okay. And then the next card we have here. Okay. The next card that we have here is Between Worlds. And this card, I should try that side. Okay, so Between Worlds. And this card is a 3, which deals with expansion and progression. Transitions. So this card speaks of going through transition. So as you can see in this card, there's this person or flamingo, and he's coming out of one place, this dark place, going to this beautiful new place. So this card speaks of not being quite out of one situation, moving into the next situation, not being caught out of one, moving into the other. So it's being between worlds, being between half of these two places. So this can be between this dark world and this new beautiful life here. So for this foundation card, again, this is progression and expansion. So first we have here, okay, inaction. And then we have here using your logic and your reasoning. So moving into this Between Worlds, I'm getting here that at this time, for some of you, it may be useful to recognize that you are between these two periods. Recognize that you are getting out of something and moving into something beautiful and something new, but you may not be able to see ahead into this new period because you're not fully in it yet. And when this is the case, trust the process, trust the growth that comes from ending this one new phase and progressing into the new phase. Trust the process of change and trust this process of growth. Okay, because in this dark period that you were in, this dark period did happen for a reason. For those of you who did just get out of something or who were experiencing something difficulty, this dark period happened for a reason. Okay, and it's going to project you and move you into this this beautiful new phase. And it's a saying to trust these lessons that you have learned. Okay, because they're going to help you moving forward. And it's okay also that you do not know what is on the other side, because when this is all we know, we may not know what is on the other side. We may not know this beauty and this fun, and this is, I'm thinking of the word serendipity and all these things. We may not know all these things that are in the future, but they are there. Okay, and also this card is saying at this time, even though you may not see and be familiar with this brand new world coming up, use this time as a time for logic. I mean, not a time for logic, I'm sorry, as a time for growth and as a time for learning. Use this time as for learning and for growth, because during this period where you're not fully into one, you get to learn more about yourself. So from this, you get to learn more about what you don't want, what you don't like, the things that don't serve you, and then what you want to move into and what does serve you and what does actually make you happy and what feeds your joy and what feeds your soul. Okay, so this is also saying to explore new energy. You know, I'm here through the eyes of a child. Explore this new energy, this new time, because you don't know all the beautiful new things that are going to come up. You don't know those things yet. So see these new possibilities through the eyes of a child, not knowing what is going on the other side. Okay, be curious. Be curious. Be spontaneous. Be curious. Use this time to learn about yourself. Okay, this is a very critical time, and use it to your advantage. Learn about yourself, what it is that you do like in relationships. What do you want on this side? Cappies, what do you want on this side? What do you want? You know, this is some time to think about and reflect what it is that you want and about the lessons that you've learned from this side. Okay, so now the card that I have here for you, the final card here is Message in a Bottle. And Message in a Bottle Trying to get the lighting for you guys. Okay. Message in a bottle. And this message in a bottle card in the upright, it speaks of communication. It speaks of a message coming in, or a cleton, which can be a message that is told to someone innocently, by another person, not realizing that it has such a profound effect. So this card speaks to a message. It is a 6 card, which speaks about harmony. So in the upright, in the reverse, okay, in the reverse, this is saying, and then I'm going to go back here, relate this to this thinker card. I'm going to relate this to this thinker card, and also even this between worlds. Are you thinking about what it is that you want, what it is that you don't want? And this message in a bottle card is saying to, okay, so this is communication. This is about listening to the communication, and not quite listening to the communication. So this is saying that if you're thinking about someone, thinking about a relationship or how you're going to get along with someone or something like that, pay attention to the red flags. Don't ignore any messages. See, this will be the message of communication, the cleton and the upright. So do not ignore. That's what I'm getting. Do not ignore any messages, any warnings that come in from someone that you are recently involved with, someone that you meet, your romantic partner, whatever it may be, however this may resonate with you, because this is a general reading and it resonates in different ways. But this is saying to make sure to pay attention to the red flags. Do not ignore them, because red flags are there for a reason. Our intuition or our common sense or whatever have you, it goes off when we feel, see, hear something, know something that's not right for a reason, not just because, it's a red flag is something bright and shiny for us to look at. Red flags are there for a reason. So this is saying to make sure, throughout this thinking, make sure that you pay attention to the red flags, okay? And if something doesn't feel right, follow your gut on that. If something doesn't feel right, go for it. Don't ignore these signs. And these messages come in because God, Spirit, the universe, source energy, your higher power, whoever your higher power is, whatever your higher power may be, has your best interest in mind. Spirit has your best interest in mind, and that's why these red flags come. That's why these things get tipped off in our minds. That's why, we hear these messages, these few words, out of this whole paragraph. We may hear a couple words that say, no, that doesn't sound right. And if that's the case, then go for it, because, Spirit has your best interest in mind. Spirit wants what's best for you. So follow that guidance. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you, my lovely, lovely water bears. I hope that this reading resonates with you, and I hope you find it useful for you in the ending portion of February 2017. Please thumbs up this video if the messages resonate with you. Please share this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you would like a private reading from me, please email me at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. If you would like help finding your lost items, again, please email me, powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. I would love to work with you. I hope that you have a wonderful remaining of your February. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and enjoy the ending portion of your month, everyone. And I am looking so forward to seeing you again here soon. Thank you so much, Cappies. Bye.